Our next inductee is Adrian Andrews. Adrian is one of two of our inductees today who are being recognized for their distinguished service. And just what does distinguished service mean? Well, to me it means not only did you have a standout athletic career at Central Missouri, but you have gone above and beyond the norm in your chosen field, serving with unique distinction over a long period of time. For Adrian, it was a 28-year career as a member of the United States Secret Service. And yes, some of his work did include the very important presidential detail, as you'll see in his video. He already has received Central Missouri's highest alumni award when he was honored here 2 years ago as a distinguished alumni recipient. Today, we're happy to present him with Central Missouri's highest athletic honor. Recruited out of Tulsa's East Central High School, Adrian enjoyed a 4-year career with the Mules from 1981 through 1984, playing 2 years under Al Molding and 2 under Terry Nolan. He said his best UCM athletic memory is winning the 1983 MIAA Football Championship, the Mules' first since 1970. Adrian played a big role in that accomplishment. He led the Mules in rushing and scoring that season and was a First Team All-MIAA selection. Another highlight came in his sophomore season when the Mules beat Murray State, a 1AA school, 10-0 on the road, and Adrian scored the only touchdown in the game. Adrian and his wife, Dr. Adrian Andrews, are here today. They have a daughter, Logan, who currently attends UCLA. They live in Irving, Texas, so Adrian gets to drive by the Dallas Cowboys Stadium on his way to work in Fort Worth at Texas Christian University, where he is in his 5th month at his new job, which you'll hear more about in just a moment. He wants to thank his parents and all of his coaches and teammates for their roles in making this day possible for him. Now let's enjoy a video tribute to Adrian Andrews.
Being surrounded by a supportive family provided Adrian Andrews with a happy, healthy childhood as he grew up in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. One of 4 siblings, Andrews could always look to his parents to see examples of personal integrity and professional success.
My mom and dad are fortunately both still alive, and they're both doing great. They were role models for me, great people. My father was a Vietnam vet. My mother has the distinction of being the first black female warden of a men's institution, prison. I still call her the warden all the time.
While some don't find their calling until adulthood, at age 13, Adrian knew he wanted to serve in the Secret Service.
Well, my mother tells me that when I was a young man, when we played cops and robbers in the backyard, and all of my cousins would be over, and we all participate in the games, I always had to be the cop.
By high school, football had become his favorite game. A talented running back with speed and power, his stellar play earned the attention of a number of college football programs. Along with his teammate, Gary Pitts, Andrews considered larger schools, but decided to attend what was then Central Missouri State University. Coach Alan Moldy made an immediate and lasting impression.
He said that when Vince Lombardi met with the Packers for the first time, I believe it was in '59, he met with the players in their locker room and he said, "Gentlemen, we will relentlessly pursue perfection in everything that we do." He said, because we are just mere mortals, we'll never achieve perfection. But in our relentless pursuit, we will gather a lot of excellence. That's what we're going to do. That resonated with me.
Andrews excelled on the gridiron, but pursuing perfection on the field was only part of his mission at UCM.
They had the 3rd largest criminal justice department in the country, and I had a great football team. It was the perfect place for me to go to school. It wasn't a football factory. It was a place for you to get an education. I had been blessed with enough talent to get there. I wanted to make sure I took every advantage of every situation to make sure that I could get a good job when I left that place, and fortunately I did.
In 1983, a new head coach began his 15-year tenure at the helm of the Mules Football program. He would amass the most victories in school history, with 4 MIAA conference titles and produced 15 All-Americans. Nolan says his dynamic tailback was not only a dominant player, but also a role model for his teammates.
Adrian Andrews, he's a special agent, but he's also a very special person. And he was that way right from the beginning with our football team. You look for individuals that are going to be able to lead by example, by what they are professing to the rest of the team. And Adrian Andrews was one of those young men. He was here for the right reasons, to get an education, to lead our team to success. And he did it not only on the field, but off the field and in the community. And that's what made him a very special individual, not only at that time, but continued throughout the rest of his life.
Andrews began his Secret Service career in 1989. Regardless of their party affiliation or leadership style, Andrews says each president he's protected shares some common traits.
I tell everyone, they love this country. Now, they may have different ideas on what will make the country better or how they can serve the country, but no, all of them love the country. They get our full support, 100%.
In 2017, Andrews retired from the Secret Service and embarked on a new chapter in his career as the inaugural Associate Vice Chancellor of Public Safety at Texas Christian University. He brings 3 decades of professional experience to Fort Worth, where he's leading the effort to make TCU one of the safest campuses in the nation. Coach Terry Nolan says Adrian Andrews' entry into the UCM Athletic Hall of Fame is made even more special because he's being inducted alongside his high school and college teammate, as well as lifelong friend, Gary Pitts.
But those two together, it was a dynamic duo, one leading on the defensive side, the other on the offensive side. You have the heart and soul of both sides of the football.